Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This time for the new season, I'm going to be looking to be making videos almost every day for all New York sports. So without further ado, last night was the Rangers' first game this year against the Winnipeg Jets, and they won 6-4, which was really good. All the newcomers showed up and played amazing. So let's go over it and let's talk about it. Some key points of the game. So going into it, looking at it, I was saying to myself that Winnipeg really has a depleting lineup on defense in particular. If you look at it, Dustin Byfuglien has taken an absence, so he's out of the lineup. He's a huge key piece on the back end. And then if you look at it, they lost Tyler Myers to Vancouver via free agency, and they also lost some other key players on there, but they brought in Neil Pionk, obviously from losing Jacob Trouba, who never wanted to stay there and play. So their defense is kind of, I wouldn't say fallen apart, but it's now like a weakness on their end. And their forward core is pretty much unchanged, although losing Kevin Hayes to the Flyers. And on the Rangers side, they have a lot of new additions, adding in, sorry about that, Panarin, obviously, Capo Caco from the second overall draft pick, and they also added a bunch of other players like Jacob Trouba, and we saw Krasov and Hedl in camp, but then they were sent down to the AHL, as well as Igor Shesterkin. He's going to start in net in the minors, starting off. Excuse me. So, as the game first started, Ryan Strome took 2 early penalties. That was the only thing of note for the opening, was that I noticed that he got into some penalty trouble. And him as the second line center really shows how the center depth is lacking, and it's time for a young guy to step up. I was hoping that Philip Hedl would step into that, but it showed preseason wasn't like all set for that yet, top 6 ice, but in the minor leagues he'll get probably first line everything with Krasov, so that helps him in that aspect. But and then early, kind of later on in the first period, Mika Zibanejad took the puck in, and Mark Stoll was on the left point, and he passed it over to him, and they did like a little give and go. And then Mark Stoll actually made a nice move, took it hard to the net, went around and made a wraparound, and he scored the first goal this year. And if you guys thought that or said that or put money on that, you're going to get a lot, because that may be one of the only goals Mark Stoll scores all year, and he got one on the opening night. So it was an early lead for the Rangers, but like right after that, Winnipeg came down probably like a minute later, and this is going to be a common theme for the whole game almost. Scheifele scores, and it was a nice setup from behind the net from Ehlers. Ehlers was very not evident in this game. His speed was on display, and he was just all over. And then finally the Rangers went on the power play, and they were able to see all the new guys on there, like Panarin, Kako, Trouba, all on the power play. And it showed, because Jacob Trouba, he got his first assist on the Rangers by a power play goal by Artemi Panarin, which really showed his shot ability, because it was a broken play, and the puck went over to Panarin. He just snapped it in. It was amazing. But also, like right after that, there was Nikolai Ehlers skated past the defense, and his speed was very evident again. And he set up Blake Wheeler, captain, for the tap-in goal. And then actually after that, the Rangers got on another power play, and Trouba was able to take a nice slap shot, bar down, and score his first goal as a Ranger. And literally 9 seconds after that goal, right off the face-off, Blake Wheeler came in and scored on a slot shot. Another thing that I noticed was that the defense was not that good. I know early on in the season, it's hard to play defense, and everyone is trying to learn like new systems or whatever. But it's the second year under Quinn, so they should know what he expects. But another point of emphasis is that the defense is the only drawback, kind of, that I think holds this team back. Because they're going to score a ton this year, I think, but the defense is going to be the telltale sign if they're going to get a wild card spot or not. Because I think they could only compete for wild card, in my personal opinion. And then soon after that, the Jets went up again by the Kyle Connor power play goal off a deflection. You can't really fault Lundqvist on that, and Shea had the delay a game penalty. And then going into the third period, this kind of showed how the Winnipeg defense is kind of lacking. It's when they weren't even going for a line change or anything, and they were just on either side of the blue line, and Jake Chuba just shot up a breakaway pass to Mika, and he took it in, and he went to the backhand, and then he scored. So Mika's Zibanejad scored, and he made it 5-4 at that point, and that was later on in the third. Oh no, sorry, he tied it up 4-4. And then soon after that, like later on in the third, with about 4 minutes left, Jesper Foss just gets the puck on the half wall, and he winds up for a slap shot, takes it, it gets partially blocked, and Howden picks it up and crashes hard, as he should, being a bottom six third liner, and he gets a rebound goal, and he scores to make it 5-4 late in the game. And then towards the end, when Winnipeg gets the extra attacker out, Jesper Foss takes a holding penalty. It seemed it was a very generous call by the refs. I feel like they're trying for any offense whatsoever all year. That's what the NHL is trying to promote. So I kind of see why they're a little open to calling like borderline, I guess you could say, penalties. So that's how it was, but I didn't see it as that much of an infraction, that much in my eyes. But the Rangers were able to kill it off, and they blocked a ton of shots. They had a really good penalty kill. Mika, in particular, he was amazing. He played a full 200-foot game. He was on either end of the ice, offense and defense. Lundqvist, he was there when he had to make saves. He didn't have a great night, but he was there when he had to make some saves. And also, Brendan Smith was able to get the empty net goal. They had him, so the deal is that he's going to play defense on the penalty kill and forward on 5-on-5 on the fourth line wing. But in that particular instance, he was playing forward on the penalty kill to Zibanejad pass it to him when he shot it into the empty net. So that ended it being 6-4. All the newcomers came in and performed, with Panarin getting 1 goal and an assist, Jacob Trouba getting a goal and 2 assists, and the player of the game for me was Mika Zibanejad, who I think should have been named captain. If this game tells you he should be captain, I don't know what else could. He should be. He's such a leader. He talks to all the young players, tries to help them, is very vocal. He's just an all-around good guy, and I think he fits the ideal character traits for a New York Rangers captain. And he was the player of the game. As I already said, he scored a goal and got 3 assists. So it was a good all-around effort for the offense. Defense has to cover up a bit, but that's okay. It's still early on, and Winnipeg has a high-flying offense. I didn't see much from Patrick Laine. I know the common line is that I really think he's a one-dimensional player. It's all about his shot and nothing else. He seemed kind of off. He missed the net. It's probably from not being in training camp long enough. He had an assist, but it was not really his doing an amazing pass. So yeah, so tonight looked really good from the offensive standpoint, and Saturday they'll be playing against the the Senators in Ottawa. So that should be like a win, hopefully, because Ottawa's a rebuilding team, and I feel like the Rangers can come in there and score their way out of it and win. I think so. I'm looking forward to Saturday, and I'm wondering if they're gonna make any scratches or put anybody in because they have Craig McKegg healthy scratch and Michael Haley healthy scratch. So I'm wondering if perhaps Quinn scratches Smith and puts in Haley because Ottawa has some tough guys now in the lineup, like Scott Sabrin, who scored his first NHL goal the other day. He was made famous by Austin Matthews staring at his nameplate like who are you? But then he made the NHL. He's 27 and he spent all of his time in the AHL, in the ECHL, and he spent his time. He worked hard and he finally got the NHL call. And good for him, but he's a tough guy. So maybe Haley draws in and Smith is on the outside, but Smith had a decent game even, so I'm not sure about that. But anyway, they have the Ottawa Senators on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to making a video after it also. So thank you guys for watching. This has been New York Sports Central. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day.